On Fox 43 Featured, power has been mostly restored throughout Adams County after a days-long heat wave. How anyone on Snap can replace the food that they may have lost during that outage. Plus, extreme heat usually means pool days, how you and your family can cool down without a pool pass. A New York County teacher is living a sports fan's dream. How a Red Lion High School teacher had an unforgettable trip. Thanks so much for being here. I'm Jackie DeTore. Most MedEd customers in Adams County finally have their power back on, and some may now be eligible for financial assistance. A spokesperson with the company says MedEd does not plan to reimburse or compensate customers for the loss of power because the outages were caused by an equipment failure. However, customers can submit an insurance claim to the company for review. Some homeowner insurance policies may be able to cover the cost of things like milk, eggs, and other perishables that were spoiled during the power outage. The Pennsylvania Department of Human Services is also advising those who get SNAP benefits to submit an affidavit to the state to see if they may be eligible for replacement food. And those widespread power outages and a dangerous heat wave had families across our area looking for any kind of relief. And one kid's play space in York County did more than just offer air conditioning. It also offered a lesson in what it means to be a good neighbor. Fox 43's Cindy Nauman takes us inside the pretend streets of a playhouse city where kids are learning real-life compassion.
I will get it pink. Everybody some pizza.
The only heat 4.5-year-old Carly Wagner feels is from the pie she just pulled out of the oven. Even with flushed cheeks, her mom, Nicole Wagner, says her world is a welcome distraction.
I'm just kind of hanging out as long as she'll let me.
Because unlike Carly, Nicole can't pretend there's power.
I don't even want to go home right now. It's like a sauna inside and outside the house.
With temperatures nearing triple digits, the Playhouse has opened the door to teaching community.
Our friends and neighbors just a few blocks down the street, they have nothing, and they've had nothing for days. We've opened up our playroom for free open play.
Jen Swanner is the owner of the Curious Little Playhouse in Hanover, York County, and is helping neighbors no matter where they're from.
You're welcome. Do you guys have electric at home? It's 99 degrees today, and that is not healthy for anybody, but especially the little ones. It's just absolutely crucial that we take care of each other.
Providing playmates with water, wipes, and other resources to clean up and cool down, which had families from several towns stopping by all afternoon. And Swanner says the lesson isn't lost on this little town.
I also love that we're sort of teaching that community to our kiddos while they're here.
Carly may not recognize the rising temperatures, but to Nicole, the extra help is pretty cool.
Having people out there willing to help is very cool.
Sydney Nauman, Fox 43 News.
Heat waves also present challenges for pets. And when the air conditioning malfunctioned at the SPCA in Lancaster this week, the animal shelter had to take action to protect the animals there. As Fox 43's Kyle Lennis found out, the problem caused by the heat may lead to some very cool results for animals looking for their forever homes.
At the Lancaster SPCA, temperatures did not just hit the 90s outside, but also inside the shelter.
Naturally, during the first heat wave of the year, the worst thing possible happened, and our HVAC system completely shut down.
A technician got the backup AC unit running, keeping the fluffy friends cool. But the front of the building that houses cats is still over 80 degrees. The cats were transported to Philadelphia due to the nearly 90-degree temperatures in the building. With the elevated temperatures, the shelter is taking precautions to keep the dogs active while limiting their exposure.
The biggest things we're making sure we're doing is we're going through the kennels regularly and refilling fresh, cool water for everybody and keeping them inside as much as possible.
They advise pet owners to keep their dogs in the shade because they are more likely to suffer from heat stroke than humans.
As much as your dog might look happy and panting, that can escalate really quickly, and heat stroke is really difficult to treat.
On a positive note, when word of the shelter's air conditioning issues got out, there was an outpouring of support from the community. Many offered to foster or adopt pets.
On an average day, we get 1 or 2 foster applications and maybe 5 adoption applications. I currently have 130 unopened foster applications sitting in my inbox that I haven't been able to get to yet. We have dozens of voicemails waiting to be listened to.
Kyle Lennis, Fox 43 News.
Police in York County are investigating after receiving a call about birds being left alone inside a pet store in downtown Red Lion. Pennsylvania State Police were notified by a customer who walked into the Bird Boys pet store on South Main Street to buy bird food. She says that's when she discovered the birds were left inside the store and the basement without food or water. State troopers are now attempting to find the owner. The person who saw them says she was shocked to find the birds left alone without proper care.
It was definitely heartbreaking to see so many birds in distress and crying for help, and had been crying because unfortunately I had walked by the buildings a few days prior and had heard all the squawking in there, but I just thought, they're just birds, they're just squawking. Little did I know that they were in there starving and thirsty.
We spoke with state troopers at the scene who could not determine if the store had been permanently closed or abandoned. Gregan says that when she walked inside, she found the keys left in the lock of the door. Officials from Constellation Energy and Governor Josh Shapiro celebrated the progress in reopening the nuclear reactor on 3 Mile Island, which they announced would take place sooner than expected. Constellation announced in an event at the facility that they can expect Crane Clean Energy Center to reopen in 2027. That's 1 year earlier than they anticipated. The facility will power Microsoft AI data centers and create more than 3,500 jobs in the Middletown and Dauphin County areas. Governor Josh Shapiro was an early supporter of the project and welcomed the hundreds of workers who were forced to leave the central Pennsylvania area after the plant's closing in 2019, now to work there who plan to return.
For all of you who left for a short period of time, welcome back. For all of you who had to find other work for a short period of time, welcome back to central Pennsylvania. We love having you here. We're going to make sure you never have to leave again.
Constellation says the plan is to get now PJM to get the energy center interconnected to its grid. A contract dispute forces a long-standing public safety partnership in Lancaster County to end. The county's designated hazardous materials response team, Hazmat 2, says it will cease operation under the county's contract on June 30th. And as Fox 43's Cindy Nauman reports, both sides are pointing to different reasons for the split.
For more than 4 decades, the volunteers of Hazmat 2 Environmental Fire Rescue have responded to Lancaster County's most dangerous calls: chemical spills, electric vehicle fires, and other toxic threats. Now, after 42 years, that service is coming to an abrupt end. Hazmat 2 officials said in a statement, "Our offer to extend our current contract was not accepted and was met with a proposed change that would have added significant additional administrative workload on our volunteers." Volunteers who they say donated roughly 1,600 hours of their personal time over the last 3 months to help those in the Lancaster County community.
Someone's also going to be spraying you off.
The statement continued, saying our volunteers cannot continue to give more time that does not directly serve public safety. But Lancaster County commissioners tell a different story. In a statement released Wednesday, officials say the Hazmat team stopped negotiating altogether and notified the county in May that they should start making plans to replace us. The county and its Emergency Preparedness Committee argue their updated contract requests were standard procedure for Hazmat units across the state. Things like full incident reporting and better oversight of public funds and equipment. They claim Hazmat 2 refused those changes and has resisted transparency. It would be irresponsible and a disservice to the taxpayers for the county to renew a contract without amendment to rectify these serious concerns, the commissioners added. Hazmat 2 has been asked to vacate its station at the County Public Safety Center by June 30th and will no longer be allowed to provide hands-on emergency response in the county. But the team says they will always answer the call for additional support, adding Lancaster County Police, Fire, and EMS may still request technical guidance. It is unclear what group will replace the county's long-standing partner, but officials say the county's priority is to ensure the safety of its residents, ensuring there will be zero lapse in coverage. Hazmat 2 says it's proud of its legacy and is grateful to the public and county for their support over the years. Meanwhile, the county is calling for a full audit of Hazmat 2's use of public funds and equipment, saying that accountability and transparency are essential moving forward. Cindy Nauman, Fox 43 News.
Philadelphia Eagles legend and Harrisburg native LaShawn McCoy helped cut the ribbon for a new housing development in his hometown with the help from Governor Josh Shapiro. Fox 43's James Corrigan shares how the football great continues to give back to his city.
Great. A cut of a ribbon and a promise fulfilled for Philadelphia Eagles legend LaShawn McCoy, who returned to his hometown of Harrisburg to open JMB Gardens, a new housing project from McCoy's Vice Capital Real Estate Group, providing 41 units to the city's lower-income residents.
That's real impactful, because that can't last 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 2 months or 3 months. That's something you can feel forever.
JMB is named after McCoy's grandparents, James and Marianne Branch, who McCoy says taught him purpose as he grew up in Harrisburg.
As an 8-year-old, I want to tell her, hey, I had 4 touchdowns last game. She would hear it and she would talk about the purpose.
This purpose was helped through his partnership with Governor Josh Shapiro and the Pennsylvania Housing Affordability Fund, known as FAIR, which has increased in size from $60 million to $100 million in the last 2 years. Shapiro says the funding helped McCoy to give back to Harrisburg after he gave his career to the Eagles as their all-time leading rusher.
Shady never turned his back on the community that raised him, the community that loved him, and the community that sent him on his way to enormous success in pro football.
And for McCoy, his new purpose is to give the people in his hometown a new home and a new hope.
In some of these areas I used to walk up with, it was drug infested, it was abandoned buildings. Nah, not now. Now, the purpose is bringing $17 million affordable housing to people that grew up in these neighborhoods. So when we talk about purpose, I finally understand what my grandma was talking about.
James Cargan, Fox 43 News.
Coming up, community pools are an easy and convenient option when trying to find fun ways to cool down, and some locations don't require a seasonal pass. This week's heat wave may be over, but those summer temps are just getting started. Fox 43's Kyle Ennis shows us a few pools where families can cool off without a membership.
Evan Rutherford's got some cool birthday plans this year in Cumberland County.
Just hanging out and swimming, playing basketball. It's very great.
He's spending a special day in the sun at the Siebert Park pool. Another local out enjoying the summer weather on Wednesday shares that there are no days off at the pool, no matter the temperatures.
We've been here every day. And it's nice to jump in, get out, get hot again, and jump back in.
The assistant pool manager at Siebert Park says they focus on making everyone feel welcome and offer daily and seasonal passes.
It's a sense of community for a community pool to be open. Friends get to see each other. With private pools, you don't have that same access.
At the York YMCA, officials say that their mission for the community is centered around having a low-cost option.
We offer day passes, so you don't need a membership to go here. It's a reasonable rate. It's only $10 per person. And we do actually have the option of memberships, and our membership cost for the summer is about half of what other pools are.
You can find more details of our pools in our area that don't require a pass to get in on fox43.com. Kyle Ennis, Fox 43 News.
And there are several places families can go to keep cool during the hot temperatures. Indio Eckern Caverns in Dauphin County is inviting visitors to chill out. Cave, which is more than 440 million years old, keeps sunlight and warm temperatures out. And it's also got different underground lakes, too.
Summer, winter, spring, or fall, and even during a heat wave, it's going to stay a constant 52 degrees, so it actually feels pretty nice down here.
Guests can take a 45-minute tour through the caverns, learning about geology, its history, while also witnessing beautiful formations. And Dutch Wonderland is also hosting all sorts of family fun to keep everyone cool. In addition to the park's 30-plus rides, there are dive shows, water slides, splash pads, and some cool treats.
This is one of my kids' favorite spots in the summer. There's, like we said, lots of ways to stay cool, but also it's just a really easy park if you have small children.
Right now, the park is selling any day tickets for 50% off.
He teaches us everything he knows, and it's amazing. I'm learning from the best, man.
Starting a welding career from the ground up in as little as 6 weeks. Coming up, we go inside York School of Technology's TIDE program and the incredible heights these young men and women could reach. Well, college isn't for everyone, and today we're taking you inside a welding program here in York that's getting a boost from the federal government. They want more people to consider helping our military by being on the front lines of equipment manufacturing. As Fox 43's James Tully explains, it's a chance to lend Uncle Sam a hand while also holding a torch in the other.
I get to strike my arc, man. It's like I'm working with lightning. I'm like a god in here, man.
2 weeks ago, 17-year-old Xavier Rivera had zero experience welding.
No, not at all. Nope. None.
By the end of July, he could be fully employed doing just that. It's the goal of York County School of Technology's TIDE curriculum.
I want to see where this takes me.
Instructor Aaron Henderson invited us to class. He and 2 others authored the TIDE curriculum. It stands for Tactical Innovation Defense Ecosystems. Meant to get anyone who hasn't welded before ready to make a career out of it.
There's no shortage of jobs. I literally will get 3 to 4 emails every other week from companies that I've never heard of that just know the product that we put out, the high caliber that we put out, seeking students that we put out just because we do a very good job here.
He teaches us everything he knows, and it's amazing. I'm learning from the best, man.
Talk about striking while the iron's hot. Xavier here isn't paying for this 6-week course. He's here on a grant from the federal government because they want more welders to work on equipment for the military. It's a really important job.
I've always wanted to get into a military field, but because of my asthma, I am basically exempt from the military. But this could actually be an opportunity to maybe get me into working with the military. So that's pretty cool in my opinion.
And those companies that make military equipment, many of them are in York.
We have a company right down the road here. They make missile tubes. We have a company that makes holes for ships and missile launchers out of them. We're trying to up-ramp the submarine production so that we can match some of the other countries.
Henderson's welding department boasts job placement rates well over 90%. So Xavier could start his career in August making $18 to $25 an hour. After that, well, let's just say highly skilled welders make some very serious money.
So if you have experience, and it depends if you're willing to travel and do different things, anywhere from $100,000 to $500,000.
James Tully, Fox 43 News.
You can find more information about York County School of Technology's TIDE curriculum and options for classes on fox43.com. A York County teacher experienced a sports fan's dream. Why Red Lion High School teacher Matt Denish says it was an unforgettable trip. One York County teacher experienced the ultimate sports fan's dream, from competing and meeting some of the best athletes in the world to walking away with $250,000. Fox 43's Ryan Yee has more on the unforgettable experience for Red Lion High School teacher Matt Denish.
It was a weekend any sports fan would never forget.
The whole weekend's been a whirlwind. It's an experience, is a story for sure. I always ask my students to challenge themselves. And when I saw this competition, I said, I can do all that. Why shouldn't I not set the example?
After submitting this video, Red Lion High School teacher and Philly sports fan Matt Denish had the opportunity of a lifetime to compete against 49 other fans and 50 other celebrities and pro athletes at the Fanatics Games in New York with a chance to win $1 million.
Just getting that sense of being a kid again for myself, that was kind of a really cool experience. And I really just went to play the games. I saw the competition and I'm a competitor and figured, I might have a chance at this.
Denish competed on Friday and awaited for the results on Saturday. The York native was third on the final leaderboard, behind only former NFL quarterback Tom Brady and UFC fighter Justin Gaethje. His prize? A highly sought-after LeBron James rookie card. He was then given an offer from the GOAT he couldn't refuse, $250,000 of Brady's winnings in exchange for the prize collectible.
When Brady started talking, like, uh-oh, here comes something. So I didn't know what the offer was going to be, and luckily he didn't try to to steal it off of me. He did give me a very good value. And when the offer came through, I was like, all right, I don't want to go out of here with a card. I don't know what to do with it. So let's just take this.
It was a memorable ending to an unforgettable trip that people have not been shy to remind him about.
I think I have fully kind of understood now what this has done for the community. I know it's always been a smaller town feel when I was younger, but now that I'm older, you just see that it really is a community that people do rally around. You can feel other people saying you made Red Lion proud. So that does feel good.
And as for the $250,000, Denish says the impact is undeniable, but students can still count on him being back in the classroom later this year.
It's going to help for sure. I think I'll still be going back to work. People saying, oh, you can retire. No, that's not going to happen. I'll be going back to the high school. But yeah, it will definitely help make things a little more comfortable.
Ryan Yee, Fox 43.
That's going to do it for Fox 43 Featured. Have a great rest of your day.